think it would be great for a veterinarian to break down what that information actually means for them, because all they see is a headline. And we know that the data and the way it's interpreted into the headline is not always accurate.
Welcome to the Purr podcast, your favorite feline-focused podcast, where we dive into all things feline, medicine, surgery, behavior, and of course, a sprinkle of veterinary gossip along the way.
I'm Dr. Jolle Kuppenstein, feline fanatic, surgery nerd, and self-proclaimed lover of all things awkwardly cat-related.
And I'm Dr. Susan Little, proud cat vet, podcast enthusiast, and your guide to the wonderfully weird world of feline medicine. Let's get started. Hi, this is Dr. Susan Little.
And Dr. Jolle Kuppenstein. This is the Purr podcast.
Oh, you were much better.
Better? Better?
You were much better.
You had a latency, though. You were like...
I did not.
No,
I did not.
See your face, so that's why you have to be on YouTube. Everybody can see all the thousands of fans that we have on YouTube. There's like, Susan the duck. And then, then she went. So, it's not that you have the safety of audio only, so nobody can see that you're messing up. But now it was very visual because I looked at you.
No, I just want to say I was more than ready, and I thought it was a very chipper and upbeat start because it's the beginning of another year.
The only person who has safety here is me because I edit the video.
Yeah.
Right. Yes, that will be tough. That will be tough to video that out, because then what you will see is Susan here and then suddenly Susan there. So you know that someone has messed with the audio. So to all my dear listeners and viewers, please watch carefully if Dr. Susan moves abruptly from one end.
No, she won't. She won't.
All right. We have a wonderful guest, Stacey. How are you?
Our own Stacey.
Our own Stacey.
The Stacey, our communications manager.
Right. And before Stacey starts talking about the wonderful statistics that we have on our podcast, and we might even throw some more cat stories in there.
Our state of the podcast, yeah.
I just want to say we have in total 233 episodes on the Purr podcast. So that's quite a lot already.
We are in year 8.
We're in year 8, yes. And
do you believe that?
Slowly climbing to 250. What are we going to do, Dr. Susan, when it is 250?
So that is going to be still a long way away, though, right?
It's okay. We're 233.
Yeah.
So that's 17 episodes, and it's 2 episodes per month. So you can calculate how many months that is away from now.
So 50 will be on September 15th.
Yes, math was not the strongest part of Dr. Susan's life. We can find out that. But anyway, so
in
September, it's 250. And so the question was, that was posed on the floor, what are we going to do, Dr. Susan?
Well, you and I are just going to have to look at our schedules after we finish taping this episode.
Right.
Which we need to do anyway.
Location.
And see if we can manage to be in the same place.
Right.
In
September. At the same time.
Yeah.
I think that's a great idea. That's a great idea.
Yes.
So, Dr. Susan, another question I have for you is how many downloads do we have in total?
In total? 150,000.
So close, but no.
Really?
No.
I just made that up.
Not close at all. 231,000.
Oh, really?
All right.
231.
Yes.
Nice number.
And that's just the Purr podcast. So we don't even talk about Cat Cafe here.
Yeah. Cat Cafe podcast.
I think this podcast has been very, very popular and successful.
Yes.
And I think it's mainly because the guests that we get. So Stacey, thank you for being on. I don't think it is our ramblings that do it, Dr. Susan.
Somehow we've rambled our way through 8 years.
Right.
8 years of this. Yeah.
We're often compared to those 2 old guys of the Muppet Show. I can't remember what their names were.
Statler. They were named after hotels, I think.
Yeah, Statler and something.
Yeah, Statler and something. They're both named after hotels.
Right.
Before I forget, I do want to say something that we don't say often enough on this podcast is that we actually have a second podcast because one wasn't hard enough. And the second one is called Cat Cafe Podcast. And it's basically the same guests and the same subjects, right? But it is more focused for the pet owner. So, a little less technical, a little less sciencey. Yeah,
Right.
but basically the same guests and same subjects.
How many years did we do that, Dr. Susan?
I do not know. We didn't start with it, I don't think, right?
No, we started a year later.
A year later, yeah.
So 7 years.
So it's only 7 years.
Yeah, and I think that we have 102 episodes because we do it every month now.
Yes.
Every 2
Okay.
weeks. Stacey, the other, we didn't look it up, but maybe you know that. We're doing pretty well in the podcast charts, don't we?
And like FeedSpot?
Yes.
Yeah, where were we the last time?
I think we're the #1 cat podcast, so that's nice to know.
Well, that's good because there's a lot of cat podcasts.
As a matter of fact, there's more than you think.
I'm sure there is.
Right.
We are number 3 out of the 45 best cat podcasts.
Oh,
Ooh.
okay then.
Then we're also on the best veterinary podcast list.
Right. Yes.
Another big
We're very
list.
proud of that. And like I said, it is a labor of love.
It sure is because there ain't no money in it.
Let's not talk finances right now, Dr. Susan. So let's talk a little bit about the last year that we had. We always celebrate the last year with highlighting some of the podcasts that we had. Did you already tell us what the most popular podcast of last year was? I think you did, weren't you?
Yeah, the most downloaded was the first part of Dr. Turzabrostoff's, it was about FIP.
Yeah.
From the perspective of a microbiologist.
I think it was January, right? I think it was
January 7th.
Yeah.
Right.
Now that does not correspond with what did best overall on social media in terms of social media reach and engagement and overall metrics.
Right.
So if you had to guess for the year, what do you think our most popular on social media episode would be?
I'm going to guess that it was one of the feline like behavior ones because we did 2 or 3 of those. I'm going to guess it's one of those.
Yeah, we did. Dr. Rodan did behavior. And I would say Tabitha Kucera's was behavior as well. Yep. What do you think, Yola?
I think it's a urinary podcast.
Oh. Okay.
So I'm shocked that nobody guessed this. It was close, though. It's Dr. Sue Cancer Vet.
Wow.
Our overall campaign, that's both everything that was on Instagram, everything that was on Facebook in terms of like pushing out social media. Dr. Sue's overall metrics were the highest. She had the most reach, the most views. Tabitha was very, very close.
Wow.
Behind. I'm not surprised, as a matter of fact. Dr. Sue has a great following. She has a great name. She's a great communicator. She's always fun to have on. I love to have her on the podcast, so I'm not really surprised. Okay, I'm going to throw a little bit of statistics to you too. So we have 2 ways to measure. We use Blueberry and we use Spreaker. Blueberry also lets us know what the most played or downloaded podcast is over all the years. So this is, a little bit more difficult for Dr. Susan, the question. Why is it always me having to answer? The #1 has changed this year. So, Dr. Susan.
It changed?
It changed. So because we did the same thing last year. And I do have to preface this with that we started with Blueberry about 2 years after we started the podcast. So it is only the last 6 years that it's looking at, not the
Okay.
last 8 years. So sadly, the first 2 years
Okay.
they
Aren't
still
included.
might have been loud a little more. But what do you think is the number one podcast
So you're
ever
saying it
downloaded?
changed,
Yes.
right?
What
So
was the
that
last
makes,
time?
pardon?
Do you know
No,
which podcast was?
no,
That
no.
was Panos podcast about
Oh,
pancreatitis. Right.
lovely Panos.
Right. So that
Yeah,
was that's
pancreatitis.
number two now, and number three are both Panos, but there is a person that has skyrocketed above them.
If it changed in the last year, that makes me think it's something from last year. It's somebody from last year that like tipped the scales.
That's not necessarily true because the podcast might have been there, but have gotten more attention during the last couple of months. But as a matter of fact, it's Duncan Lascelles about chronic joint pain in cats.
Is it really?
Right. Right.
Well, I hate to say I would never have guessed that, but I also am very, very pleased that it's a chronic pain episode.
I just want to say, we know that cats above 10 almost all have chronic
Oh, yeah.
changes and
Oh,
chronic
yeah.
pain. We never
Yeah.
talk about it, and this is obviously
Yeah.
something that resonates with veterinarians. So
Yeah. And Dr. Duncan Lascelles has done so much work. Him and Dr. Gruen and the others in his lab have been amazing in uncovering the world of chronic pain. That's very cool. So, Stacey, why do you think there was a difference between most popular on social media versus most popular like in downloads? I know it's probably apples and oranges, really, isn't it?
It's really hard to say. I think that in the later episodes that have had corresponding YouTube content, that the campaign has grown for them.
Yeah.
So typically it's a still image a few days before the podcast comes out, just letting people know who the guest will be or what the topic will be and what date it will show. And then when the listen is available, then there's video content to let people know and have a little sneak peek listen of the episode. But now that we've added in the YouTube video, which I stagger after the episode comes out because I want it to get some listens as a podcast.
Yeah.
And then I stagger the following week the YouTube video to come out. Those episodes are being promoted with an extra piece of media. So
Yeah.
it really could just be a numbers game. Dr. Brostoff's didn't have that video. And
Right.
I made an audio YouTube video of the podcast, but it was after the fact. It was later. So I think that's
later.
probably what it is. Like Tabitha is very engaging in video.
Oh gosh, yes.
She was phenomenal.
Yeah.
And Dr. Sue also has like a very good presence in video, is very used to and comfortable with video. The third most popular campaign in total was Leslie Lyons, and those episodes were just so interesting.
Yeah. Oh, she'll be really happy to hear that.
Yeah, as a matter of fact, I can tell you, and we need to celebrate Leslie with that. She is the most downloaded podcast too.
Really?
Right. So she's the number one downloaded podcast of 2025.
Oh.
Congratulations to Leslie.
If you're listening, thank you. And congratulations.
We should make a little plaque and send it to
her. The annual awards, maybe.
I know it should be an annual award that she can hang it in her new house.
How about a certificate instead of a plaque? Like, because our budget's thin. Just saying.
This brings up a very funny story that I had. So we were in in an Asian country. I'm not going to say which country specifically, but we received one of those flags, which you can hang on the wall. It's wood with metal and engraved.
Yeah.
And it says,
I have a wall of them because I don't know what else to do with them.
Yeah. I have many too, but I don't know where they are somewhere. But it said of plague of appreciation, it said plague of appreciation.
Yeah. It's, G and Q
very close.
Very close. And English was not the first language of the people involved. And so, but you know
but it was
what?
still very much appreciated.
Yeah, so appreciated.
Any more the statistics that we should talk about?
I just want to say before we leave the plague topic that you'll never forget that plague, though, will you? Right? It's going to stick in your mind, that particular plaque.
Oh, I'll never forget it. No, for sure.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
You were so appreciated that you incapacitated people.
That's exactly it. So in general, we have about 1,500 to 2,000 downloads a month right now. That has decreased a little bit. And the fact that it has decreased in 2024, we had a period that we were a little bit slower with producing. That really hurt us a little bit. But now we're increasing again. So we're back on track. Any more data that you can share with us, Stacey?
So some data that excites me a lot, and that is our social media following growth.
Ooh.
So in 2025, we gained 192 new Facebook followers. We gained 475 new Instagram followers. So we're over 2,000.
Excellent.
And 116 new YouTube subscribers.
That's good, actually.
So, Stacey, so normally what we do is we produce, two podcasts and a Cat Cafe podcast of the speaker. Can we help you with what do people on Instagram really want to see?
Yeah. Do you feel like you get any feedback?
What I see doing really well on Instagram right now that I'd like us, especially for cat owners specifically, to focus on in the coming year is there are a lot of headlines that say, this is why your cat has a fold in its ear this way, or, studies have shown that, and it's something about cats. And I think it would be great for a veterinarian to break down what that information actually means for them, because all they see is a headline, and we know that the data and the way it's interpreted into the headline is not always accurate. Right. I would also love, and I think that Yola, I think that you would be very able to do this because you're familiar with the platform. I would like us to fact check ChatGPT. I would like a segment. It would be a talking head segment, kind of like Cat Bites, because that was our most popular of all of our Instagram reels. Was when I did your cat bite, and I just refreshed it and created a new design. And that and Taylor Swift was widely popular, but the cat bite beat Taylor Swift, and I think that's a huge deal. So
yes,
yeah, right. So I think that those types of 1-minute segments for social media would be great, especially if we could lead into a podcast episode where we talked about what does this study headline actually mean, and fact checking ChatGPT, because a lot of people are using it. True. It's not always accurate,
right?
And folks are going to use it. And I always used to say when I worked directly with clients in the practice, and the team would be like, Dr. Google, they're going to research things. It doesn't matter. Let's not shame folks for it. Let's teach them how to do it properly. So I think fact checking ChatGPT would be interesting. How accurate is it? And where is it pulling its information from? And it's very easy to find the most common questions that cat owners ask, because I could just pull them from Google Trends. I do a report like that every year.
I think it's a great idea to do a live session where we just put those questions in and then we respond to them.
Fact or fiction, that's what we'll call it.
Fact or fiction. I like it. Let's do that.
Fact or fiction.
I think that's a great idea. I really like that idea. And the one thing that we can do is when we have guests, we can ask the guests to do a 1-minute promo.
Oh, it just came to me. Waldorf. Statler and Waldorf.
Oh my gosh. I was like, what the hell is she talking about? Now we got it.
Just came to me.
Okay.
It's Statler and Waldorf.
Statler and Waldorf, that's it.
Listeners of a certain age or generation will probably know who we're talking about. Statler
and knows the Muppet Show. It's not that
old.
Yes,
I know we've talked about it before, but I would love to see us talk about mental health in the veterinary community. It's always like an important topic.
Yeah.
And I think it's a very timely topic as well.
Yeah. We have an expert in Canada. We never got her on the podcast. Marie.
Yes.
Yeah, we should invite her. That's a really good topic to talk
about. I think that would be an interesting episode, especially focusing on feline or cat owning clients, because we do know that they are often quite different from clients that own dogs.
Okay, another bottle.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. We're doing great.
Before we run out of time, and
so normally wine bottles come in numbers of 6, so 3 for Stacey's, 3 for me, so that's 1 crate.
I don't know where the third came from, but before we run out of time, and Yola suddenly says, that's it, and just cuts us off, I want to know what your favorite episodes. I know what my top 3 favorite episodes, or guests, let's just say guests.
We'll start with Stacey or start with me?
Start with Stacey. Even if it's just one.
It's hard for me because some of them I got to watch you interview in person.
You did.
It's a completely different vibe, I think, experiencing it that way.
Or even worse, if you can believe that. Yeah.
The bees with Eric Garcia was the funniest. And I got to see that.
We'll never forget that.
Tabitha was very engaging in person. She was a really fun guest. And then I also, because I edit the video, like I watch every episode or listen if it's an audio video very closely because the editing is so tedious that I will sometimes have to listen to the whole thing through many times. But Leslie Lyon's episode about orange cats and even the breed specific genetics, I would say out of all the episodes this year, that was the one that I texted a friend the most often and said, you need to listen to this. Like, you're not going to understand it all, because we're not veterinarians, but you need to listen to this. It's fascinating. So in terms of one that I wasn't there to see in person, I would say that would be my favorite.
Yeah. She has also a good communication style.
Leslie. Do you know what was interesting? Hearing the juxtaposition of the conversation with practicing veterinarians versus somebody in like the science community. Yeah, I didn't realize how different of an approach that could be sometimes. Like it surprised me. It was cool.
She comes from sort of the pure science background, like the pure investigative background, and it just happens to be in feline genetics, right? Yeah. I've learned a lot from her. So, what about you, Yola? Which guests?
On top and still is the bees. The bees. They're killing the queen.
The queen.
All right. That was just such an amazing episode, and Eric is amazing. I love both of the episodes, but that one was just.
The death of the queen bee.
Laughed in my life so much. And
I still remember
one moment, and then
the joint intake of breath when he said that the queen died, and we all went, oh.
Right.
I will never forget
that was amazing, and it had nothing to do with cats. So I'm really sorry for everybody that is a faithful listener to our podcast, but it was really good. I love the orange cat one too. I mean, that was really, really good. And the thing that I loved about it was that it was very actual. Something happened, there were questions, we immediately called her, she was happy to talk to us, and it was all science-based, and it was really, really good. I think it also got a lot of traction, not only from the Purr podcast, but also in the Cat Cafe podcast. It got quite a lot of downloads. So it was obviously a topic that was good. And then I remember, and I don't know if it was this year or last year, but the plague episode with Mike Lappin was also, when we get Mike on, it's always a joy. And I just want to tell the listeners, Dr. Mike Leppen is a world-renowned scientist and speaker, and he always makes time for us when there is a topic that is important enough. I love that. So when some horrible cat disease sticks up his nasty head, we can always call Mike, and he will come up and explain to us that no, it's not a risk for humans, and no, you don't have to do this. You just should not eat cat poop. That's
don't eat cat poop.
Always.
That's always his answer.
Conclusion is don't eat cat poop, and you're okay.
It's the same answer. And we have Mike on at least once a year. He's a very popular podcast guest.
Although Leslie is very close, so I told Steve Dale, who's another very good friend of ours, that is trying to reach the top of the number of podcasts. I thought, Steve, you have to be careful because Leslie is surpassing you. And so you will be number 3 if you don't watch it.
Good reason why they are our top 3 guests.
Dr. Susan, what are your top 3?
So my number one.
What time it is?
My number 1 was Tabitha Kucera, the RVT, the vet tech that we had on last. I think her episode came out last fall. I think we talked to her at one of the conferences early in the year, but her episode came out in the fall. Right. And I thought she was just like a breath of fresh air. She's very enthusiastic and engaging, and she understands cats very well. Listening to her on like feline body language and how techs can work with cats, I really love that. And we don't have enough vet techs on. There's just less vet techs who are speaking at conferences and so on. So it is a numbers game, but and we do try to get some on. And she was a first-time guest. It won't be the last time. She was great. So that was kind of neck and neck with the bees. It's hard not to mention the bees. I think it was actually an episode on AI, maybe. Like it had nothing to do with bees. I don't know where we got the bees from, but Stacey, you'll have to pull out just like a little clip of the moments from the bees with that. We have it with Eric Garcia, who is another popular podcast guest.
But my queen left.
No.
Thank you.
Twist.
I want to see that again.
You gotta build it.
We are going to post it.
This is where my
Man, you just
I'm not. I'm so sorry. I just had to rip the Band-Aid off. I didn't know a good transition.
Oh my God. Dramatic.
First off, make sure you're okay. She left.
He must be inching up there in the list too, Yola, because he's on usually at least once a year. We love Eric.
Right.
And my number 3 was already mentioned, Terza Brostoff, talking about FIP. She does work sort of in again a more pure science mode, more akin to what Dr. Lyons does, right? And FIP is such a fascinating disease. I was just enthralled, like listening to her explain what we know and where we're going with this really fascinating disease. So those are the 3 that I picked.
Who do you think said the D word the most?
Oh, other than me, I think Lappin did.
No. Who did? Oh, I should know this. I don't think it's Lappin.
No,
it was a male.
Oh, could it have been York Steiner? Not York.
I don't think so.
Right.
Oh, who was it? Oh, I'm going to cheat.
He's going to cheat and look at the list.
I'm going to look at the list and see who it is.
Stacey should know this. She gets to listen to them all.
Well, and I edit the subtitles. Which is why every once in a while I text Yola, guess what your name is today?
Right.
Yoga Turbine.
That's
Coca
good.
Turbine.
Yes, excellent. Yes, my name gets bastardized more often than I want to know. But who said it the most?
So I do believe that the person that you're thinking of is this person who was in second place for saying the D word the most, and that would be Steve Dale.
That wouldn't surprise me.
But the person who said the D word the most, drum roll, Dr. C Cancer Vet.
No way.
Hey.
Yeah, she owes you a few bottles of wine.
Oh, that's worth a certificate, maybe even a plague.
Oh, that's a good idea. We need to send her a plaque of appreciation. I like it. I like it. So we have 2 plaques. One is the plaque for the most listened to, which is going to Dr. Leslie Lyons. And then obviously the most favorite, which probably if we accumulate all these things, is the bees with Dr. Eric Garcia. And then, the most mentioned D word is going to Dr. Sue. Congratulations, everybody, with these amazing prizes of 2025. Next year, you have another chance to win one of these prizes. Okay, Dr. Susan, this
no.
brings us to the end of this amazing episode.
I don't think you told us your favorites.
Thank you, Stacey. What?
Yola, you didn't tell us your favorites, did you?
I did, but you were sleeping.
All
or
3?
Maybe your eyes didn't work completely.
Did you say 3 or just 1?
No, it said 2 at least.
Oh, okay.
2-ish. 2-ish.
All he remembers is the bees.
No, the bees and the orange cats. Those are the 2 that I mentioned. Right.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
And Teresa was fine. It was amazing too. And I think Dr. Sue did a great job. So there's a lot of people that did a very good job. But everybody that was on the Purr Podcast 2025, thank you so much.
Yes.
For your support. We all do this because we love cats.
Yes. And our guests are always very gracious and giving of their time and their expertise.
Absolutely. This was the Purr Podcast. Dr. Susan?
Yes. Oh, I thought you were going to do it.
No.
You're not going to do it?
No.
Okay. I've completely forgotten.
Okay, we have a social media handle at Purr Podcast, and you can find more information.
Get the website in there
at purrpodcast.net, which, by the way, is not up to date. I wonder.
Yes, it is. It's up to date because Stacey has taken it over.
Stacey took it over. Oh, now
you thought you were going to get away with that one.
Okay, I'm going to ask ChatGPT. I'm doing it right now.
I looked at it today. It is up to date.
Oh, you did?
I did. I looked at it today.
Oh my gosh. I stand corrected then. Anything that I said was not true.
She's exceedingly organized.
She is exceedingly organized in contrast to some of us.
In contrast to the rest of us.
Right.
Yes.
Okay, so this was it. Thank you, Stacey, for a wonderful 2 episodes. And thank you, Dr. Susan.
Yes. And since we thanked all of our guests, I think we should thank again our other 2 team members that rarely appear in front of the camera. So one is Stacey, who's with us today, our communications manager, and Ben, who does the audio editing for the podcast itself, the long form editing, I guess that is our Ben. So thank you to our team members.
This is the Purr Podcast, where we talk cats, laugh a lot, and learn something new every episode. Together, we bring you the latest updates, surprising cases, expert interviews, and just a touch of chaos, because nothing with cats ever goes as planned.
So whether you're a seasoned veterinary pro, a new grad, or you're just here for the cat puns, you've come to the right place.